picture this. You just get home from school, or a friend's house, or wherever. You walk inside, take off your shoes, go to your room, sit on your bed, and pop open your 3DS. In a moment, you'll once again hear that warm, inviting, and very familiar song, the menu theme for Animal Crossing. As soon as the piano strikes its first couple notes, the world melts around you. Whatever was bothering you, whatever you were worried about, it's now gone. All you know is that you are about to go into your town and be happy. I don't mean the type of happy that you feel for a bit and smile about. I mean the type of happy that you feel in your heart. As a kid, playing Animal Crossing was something special. Whenever I hopped on, all my troubles faded away. Life was good, and nothing could change that. I think this is partially due to how full Animal Crossing felt. Your town felt like you grew up there, and you knew everything about it. Even if you just had the game for a few months, it felt like you spent your whole life there. It was just so comforting no matter what else was going on. As a kid, I got lost in my town. In Animal Crossing, you're given the freedom to make your town into really whatever you want. And if I gave you the choice of living in the world we do now, or living in your own fantasy, I'm sure you'd choose option number 2. When you make an entire town, or in the newest game, a whole island into what you've always dreamed of living in, it's pretty hard not to get lost inside of it. The world you create becomes so dense and so rich that you feel like you're never done. There's always something new to explore, always something cool to design, or always something you can make your own. But you can only do so much of that before you get lonely, right? Well, that's where your villagers come in. Unlike in other games, the NPCs in Animal Crossing aren't shallow. Your villagers don't feel like something put in there to fill the space. Your villagers feel like they have lives. They feel like people. Going back to what I said earlier about this feeling like your hometown, your villagers in Animal Crossing feel like the nice neighbors you've known forever. They not only feel like residents, they feel like friends. Villagers all have their own personalities, the same way real people do. Some were kind and supportive, some were athletes, some were just straight up mean. But at the end of the day, you love them all. Unless they were ugly, then they could get hit with a coconut for all I care. Over time, you got so connected with your villagers that some things started to feel like more than just a relationship with an NPC. When one of your favorite villagers moved away, it could sometimes feel like you lost a childhood friend. I know because I've been there. I know what it feels like to have your childhood friends just move on and slip away. When one of your villagers leaves, it feels pretty much the same. All the bonds you've created, the hours you've spent talking to them, discovering their personalities, it's gone within minutes. It's scary to think about, but this also happens in real life. And just like real life, new ones will come. Having new villagers move into your town was an event. A new friendly face with a personality. You never knew how it was going to go. You could love them, you could hate them. They might be your new best friend, you have no idea. New villagers are something I will always miss the feeling of. I guess that's why I love making new friends in real life now. But on the topic of friends, having your friend over at your town was awesome. You could do everything you normally would. It was like hanging out with them in real life. I have fond memories of visiting my friends' islands and doing things like catching bugs together. It was all just like hanging out, and I loved every second of it. Hanging out with your friends in Animal Crossing was really a nice way to fill the space where you couldn't be hanging with them in real life. I mean, we still do that now, but Animal Crossing is really the first game where I feel like that was really embodied. I want to take a second to talk about what you've been listening to through this entire video, the music in Animal Crossing, and specifically New Leaf. The music in this game is beautiful. With happy and welcoming music in the morning and calming, soothing music in the evening, the music really helps wrap you inside the world. Music in games is, in my opinion, one of the most important things, and Animal Crossing really hits a nail on the head. I feel more nostalgia listening to these tracks than really anything else from my childhood. Each track has its own mood, its own theme, and its own meaning. Each track brings back its own memories, and that's something special. The hourly changing music really took this game to the next level, and I wish more games took this approach. Maybe you played a lot at 7 p.m., then the music for that hour would hold so many memories for you. Someone might not feel the same about the 7 p.m. music, maybe for them it's 9 p.m. or 4 a.m. The important thing is that you'll have nostalgia for the time you played, so everyone has different songs that hit harder than others. It really creates a personalized experience that gives some variety to the nostalgia, but at the same time, it's still a heavy-hitting nostalgia. Music in Animal Crossing is something that really tugs the heartstrings if you played it as much as I did as a kid. And anytime I send someone a song that also played Animal Crossing, I get the same response. The last thing I want to say about Animal Crossing is just how peaceful and cute it is. Sitting on the beach, talking to your adorable wolf villager is just something priceless. It's calm, it's adorable, it's fun, and it holds so many good memories for so many of us. I'm very glad that one day in GameStop, I decided, this looks cute, and bought it. The amount of nostalgia I have for this game is unlike any other game. It's really incredible how such a simple and cute game can give me such intense feelings. While the new games are good, I think nothing comes close to being a kid and playing New Leaf with my friends. As always, I love this game, and nothing will change that. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys.